Hello and welcome to Sim Racing VR. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. So this is a video that I've been recommended in the comments of my part 5 Truckers MP video. So I'm just going to go through my setup on OBS here because this is something that I've had issues with in the past, is trying to get the sort of the quality that I want in the videos. I have used OBS for quite a while, probably a couple of years at this point, but it's only recently I've discovered the so-called magical setting to up the quality of the videos. So gonna go over to the settings tab here. And the only two things we really want to worry about in here are the videos tab and the output tab. So we'll start with the video tab. So I record all of my videos in native 4K. So the base canvas is set to 3841 by 2160p. I'm not sure why it's decided to set itself 1 pixel wider than my actual display. My display is native 4K, running at 120 Hz. It is a Samsung display from 2021. 4K, 120 Hz. But the output is an actual native 3840 by 2160 4K. So that doesn't affect the videos in any way, shape or form. It's just a bit strange that it's decided to go 1 pixel wider than the actual native res of the display. I record all of my videos in 60 FPS, so half of my display is native. So that's one thing to look out for, is when I'm recording videos I'll try and lock my FPS to 120 or 60 if it doesn't quite reach 120 all of the time. And the reason why I do that is because if your capture frame rate and your actual gameplay frame rate aren't in integers, OBS will try and hook to the video, but there won't be an available frame, if that makes sense. So then you start to get stuttering in the videos. So yeah, you always need to, for the best quality, have your capture FPS and your actual gameplay FPS divide into each other. So yeah, half the display refresh rate to record rate is absolutely fine, because every other frame OBS will hook and it will grab that image. But that's everything in the video tab. So now we move over to the output tab. So for streaming and for recording, I have the encoder set to hardware, the NVIDIA NVENC encoder. I would highly recommend going this route, because NVIDIA GPUs and possibly AMD, but I'm not entirely sure about the AMD side on graphics cards. But I think all NVIDIA GPUs, since I think about the 10 series, have dedicated video encoder slash decoders. So this will have very, very minimal impact on your actual gameplay, on in-game performance. Much faster, also much better quality than using software encoding on the CPU side. Yeah, much more efficient, much more better quality, and less of an impact on your game performance. And the second setting in here is this recording quality. So I have it set to indistinguishable, which it says here large file sizes, just to give you sort of an idea of how large the files will be. Is when I recorded the latest Nürburgring video on Project Cars 2, unedited, was I think around 35 minutes, and that took up about 60 gigabytes of storage, so the files can be quite large. I think a 10-minute video would normally be around 15 to 20 gigabytes using indistinguishable. which is a massive step up from the default. When I had the recording quality set to default, I think a 10-minute video was only 1 or 2 gigabytes. But again, there is a massive step up in quality, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is sort of the magic setting to get your videos look as good as they do. Yeah, when you're playing, and then when you upload your video, accounting for YouTube compression, which is quite harsh. It can destroy the quality of videos. Yeah, I found that indistinguishable works very well. There is a step up from indistinguishable, which is lossless format. I've not actually tried recording with lossless format, but I'd imagine the files are quite a lot larger than the indistinguishable quality. So yeah, I think this is a good sort of middle ground for quality and keeping the file sizes somewhat reasonable. But that's everything in OBS. Like I said before, everything else is set to default. It's just these two tabs here which I've changed. So yeah, that's how I record my Project Cars 2 videos. Now we'll move on to the Truckers MP videos. So with the Truckers MP videos, they are a little bit different. They sort of record themselves, to be honest. I play quite a lot on Truckers MP. I actually really enjoy it. I find it relaxing, and yeah, I just put a bit of music on in the background and yeah, play Truck Sim. But usually the way I'm playing that is if something happens that I think is worthy for a video, I don't know, something funny happens or something yeah, something out of the ordinary happens, what I'll do is I bring up the Xbox game bar. You probably can't see it in the recording, but yeah, bring up the Xbox game bar, and then I just click record that. So that records last 30 seconds of gameplay, and then when I've got enough clips together, you can see the drop down actually in the recording. You can't see the actual game bar overlay, but you can see where my mouse is hovering. That's where the record that feature is on the Xbox game bar. And again, you just load that up by pressing the Windows key and G, or if you want to do it without loading up the game bar, as it says here, you can press the Windows key, Alt and G all at the same time. And that will just record the last 30 seconds of gameplay, and yeah, store it for later. Once all that is complete, I've recorded either my video using OBS here, or I've got a good amount of clips off Truckers MP using the Xbox Game Bar record feature. I will then open up my video editor, which I've gone with VSDC. This is sort of a weird yeah, strange video editor I found online probably 4 years ago. It was free at the time, which was ideal for me. But more recently, sort of when I started the Sim Racing VR channel, I decided to actually buy it. Well, it also has an update. We're just going to ignore that for now. Yeah, I decided to buy this. I think it was £20 to buy the full version, and that just gives you some more editing features, higher quality videos, and it also gives you access to hardware accelerated rendering, so the renderings happen much faster than, again, just doing it on the software side, same as the recordings. So what I do here is click blank project, and then I can choose what the video is going to be for. I normally just go free configuration, because then you're free to do whatever you want with it. Native 4K, because that's the output videos that I've got, and 60 FPS. And then we just click finish, and here I can start editing. So just for an example, we'll add just a quick video. If we go for the latest Truckers MP video, just open that. This video is already rendered and uploaded, but just as an example we'll go with that. So it then comes up with this pop-up, so I can choose where I want it. So we're just going to go from cursor position, so it's the very beginning of the video. I can play back the video at any quality, so we'll go original quality 4K, and then I can just play back the video and monitor it. This is also how I do any of my like comparison videos, like the Assetto Corsa versus Project Cars video. So I recorded both of those, and then after the fact, while editing, did voiceover using the sound recorder built into Windows, and then yeah, added that in via this button here. So you can add audio, you can add any audio, add pictures, and then we've got splicing and cutting for editing effects. We can add a range of video effects in here. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I'll just show you quickly. This is the video effects we have. Like I say, cropping and cutting, so we can splice bits of the video out and edit other bits together and stuff like that. Once all is said and done, go to Export Project. We'll make sure it's set to H.264, hardware accelerated again, and then we just click Export. And then once that is complete, normally takes around 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how long the video is. And then after that, it's ready to upload. So yeah, that's sort of the process that I go through to make and upload these videos. I hope you found it interesting and hopefully learnt something. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.